This is the Domkcast with Lunchbox and Promo Brady. Brady, we got a lot of good stuff planned. We've got Greta Van Fleet.
Yes, we do. I'm very excited about talking to these guys. These guys are starting to come up in the rock world, as they should be.
Yeah, Highway Tune is really high up on the charts right now.
It's awesome. It's an awesome song, especially for guys who only have like an EP with 4 songs on it. Shocking. And they're going to do a headlining tour.
Well, they were on tour with the Strokes, right?
Yes, they are. Well, they were. And now they're going to do their own tour.
Also have the Butcher Babies, which you hooked up on Twitter. And Twitter is just an awesome resource for us, man.
This is how you contact the people. It's through the Twitters. And they've always been really cool with us every time like they have something going on. They've been to the station, I would say, twice now, and since every time they play Rocklahoma, they've always come by our booth and said hello. So they're awesome girls and guys in the band, and we're going to have them on.
Yeah, we also have the band Nothing More in a couple of weeks, and they have a new album coming out, Stories We Tell Ourselves, fresh off an appearance at Rocklahoma, which they really wowed you live. I didn't get a chance to see them.
Oh, man, I wish you were there to see it, because I wasn't expecting what I saw. I heard good things about them. And I know they put on a good show, and that was my first time ever seeing them, and I was very impressed.
And it seems like Johnny Hawkins, the lead singer, that's like his release, because it's almost like his alter ego.
You can tell.
A bit, because he actually battled stage fright for years and years.
Man, when he got on stage and got behind that mic, no bars were held. I mean, he was as let loose. Dude was all over the place. I don't know how he did
it. Local guys in Normandy's going to hang out with us next week, because they've got a show coming up at the Vanguard. Pete Webb, who's in the Normandy's, actually formerly of the band Failsafe. I don't know if you remember them from back in the day.
Yeah, that's how I met him back in the day.
Yeah, he was in the band with Jake, who's now in Violence to Vegas.
Yes.
They got a big reunion happening. They're playing a few shows. Actually, just got through playing a show at the Vanguard. Pete was posting a bunch of pictures with Jake on Facebook. They're all, boozing it up at the Vanguard.
Back in the day.
It's like back in the day, man.
Oh, yes. That's good times right there.
So I'm looking forward to hanging out with those guys next week. But this week, we got a chance to talk with Maria Brink from In This Moment. Here it is. Maria, what's going on?
Hello. It's going wonderful. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Now, you got a new album coming out. It's going to be released this Friday, In This Moment, their new album, Ritual. Tell us a little bit about that.
We're really excited for this to come out. It's definitely a different side of In This Moment. I think that no one's ever seen. It's more of a raw, kind of stripped down, it's just it's a different vibe for us. So I think people are going to really enjoy it and see some new sides of us.
Would you say the album is looking at, different religions and spiritualities?
Well, no, I mean, it's my own personal experience that I'm from in the album. Yeah. So it's not like I'm trying to pull from all these different things and to get into the album. It's just more me, throughout the album it's got definitely more of a spiritual side of me and more of a, I guess organic, and if you were to strip away all the makeup and the props that I use on stage and all that fun stuff, kind of like what you'd get underneath type thing.
I think I read somewhere that this album was inspired by a trip that you made to Salem, Massachusetts. So what happened on that trip that influenced the album?
No, but the album wasn't inspired by that trip. I already was doing this album, and I went there to get a little bit of inspiration, just to do something nice with all the women in my family. So it wasn't like I wrote this album based off of that trip. That was just like a little inspirational trip we took together. But that was beautiful. I love Salem. It's a special place to me. It always I had never been there before, and I always just was reading about it and learning about it, and felt like I was drawn to it, and always so fascinated with the witch trials and just kind of the whole thing. And so, and also the sense of magic people talk about it having and what. So it definitely was a beautiful trip, and it did inspire me, and I got some really special things there that I had around me while creating the album to bring me good energy and stuff. I'm a total hippie.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I'm one of those people who's got crystals all around me and little spells and little, I'm I'm burning Paula Santo on stage. That's
Very cool.
Burning patchouli and whatnot.
Yes.
But I smell good at all times.
Hey. Oh, nothing wrong with that. I love a woman who smells good. The video for Oh Lord is fantastic. I found that you directed it, and this is your second time directing. Do you feel more comfortable as you keep doing this?
Like my 5th time directing.
Your 5th time? Oh, wow. I didn't know.
Yeah, I directed all of most of our videos. Like I did Sick Like Me, Big Bad Wolf, Horror, Blood. So I definitely, I love that side of things as well. I think I'm just really passionate about, you know, when you work on something and you put all your soul and energy into a song or into an album. And to me, I'm so passionate about that. It's so, I can't understand somebody else coming in and giving me their visual video interpretation of what my art is. I don't know, for some reason, I want to do my own interpretation of my own songs. Same with the live show. Like, I kind of direct our live show and come up with all the concepts and all the props and all the choreography. And because I'm so passionate about the music that I want it to be expressed visually in the same way, in the same intention that I write it in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. How long does it take you to figure out how you want the direction you want to go and where you're going to go with it?
It's the same. The album is the same as the video. Like, so before we even do an album, I do like a whole storyboard, and I will like have all different options for ideas for covers, and I'll give like a whole multiple paragraphs of what I want the album to be about, what kind of colors I want it to be about. Like, I put pictures, like when I did this album Ritual, like there's pictures of like woods in there and swamps in there and kind of things that I really wanted to be about, and pictures that inspire me. And that way, any photographers that I'm working with or the producers or anybody, they all kind of get an energy and they get a sense of what we're going in to do.
Yeah.
So I do the same thing with the video. I like write out storyboards, and whatever that song means to me, I just start bringing it to life in that same way, and then just kind of break it down and start showing everybody what we're going to do.
Now, on your new album, you guys included a cover of Phil Collins, "In the Air Tonight." It's like one of my favorite songs of all time. Now, I haven't actually heard the cover yet. I was trying to dig around YouTube.
It's pretty good.
To get the link.
Yes.
Brady, you've heard it, though. You said they did it justice. How was it, like, making that song your own?
I mean, we were trying not to be scared because it's one of my all-time favorite songs. So it's kind of, you can't really make a perfect song better. So I love the song so much, so I really wanted to do something that, you know, so I just was like, we're not trying to make it better. It's one of the all-time best, you know, has such ambiance, and like, it's dark and it's haunting. And it's so beautiful. So we just wanted to do like our own interpretation of it type thing. Because we were like, you can't make it better. That's like the all-time best drum fill of all time.
Of course.
It was scary, you know. So we just wanted to just do like our own take on it and just try to, you know, have fun with it.
Now, did I read this right? In the new album, you guys did a song with Rob Halford of Judas Priest?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, how is that now? You guys actually recorded it at different times. Like, he popped in, did his part, and then you guys came in a few days later. And I guess in this day and age, like, that kind of thing probably happens quite a bit. But how is it recording a song without, like, being in the same room?
We actually recorded the song first.
Yeah,
and then
okay.
We had all of our stuff on it. And then he came in afterward and put his parts into it. But we had already kind of shown him, like, you know, it's pretty common nowadays because artists are always doing something. Someone's on tour or somebody's here.
Right.
And when I did our song on our last album with Brent from Shinedown, it was the same thing. We weren't in the studio at the same time.
Yeah.
I wish you could be in the studio at the same time. It feels like it'd be more like connecting or something like that. But it went down this way. But it doesn't matter. I'm really excited for that song. I think that's definitely going to be a single. The song is called Black Wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's going to be something that people really, I think it's going to be a favorite for sure on this album. And we're honored to have him be a part of it. You know, he's his own legend. You know, he's like we're so excited. We became friends with him, and what an honor to have him be a part of it.
Now, you've been guest vocals on like Papa Roach and POD, Five Finger Death Punch, Motionless in White. Is there anybody that you haven't done a guest vocal on that you would love to do one on?
You know, I'm lucky. I get asked by people, and sometimes I'm like, well, maybe I should stop. Maybe, you know, but I love collaborating. Like, when you're always writing music just with your same system of people, you know, it's really cool sometimes to, like, go outside of that and write with new people. people. So I really enjoy it. I do love collaborating outside of just me and the band. Probably 9 Inch, probably Trent Reznor, and would be somebody I would love to collaborate with if I had a top pick. And then also the Deftones, Chino's probably one of my favorite singers as well.
A tour with you guys. Yeah. You guys should get that in this moment at Deftones, man.
So amazing. One of my favorites, yeah.
Speaking of tours, you guys actually made it through Tulsa last year with the Shaman's Harvest and Nonpoint, and you're coming back. You're going to be a part of the Tulsa State Fair.
Oh, good. That's wonderful.
September 30th.
That's outside, right?
Yes, it is.
Outside shows like that, and they're the best. There's something about being outside at nighttime and stars out, and everybody comes together, and music's happening, and those are my favorite shows always.
This is going to be an atmosphere that you're really going to enjoy because it's not too hot. It cools off about that time. The smell of the food, all the people around. Right. It's a pretty good experience to have at the Tulsa State Fair.
I'm sure it's going to be fabulous.
Well, we're excited to see you September 30th. And, of course, new album Ritual comes out this Friday. Maria, it's been great chatting with you for a bit.
Thank you so much, love. Thank you, gentlemen, for having me. And thanks for supporting the song. And we'll see you very soon. We can't wait to come out to the fair.